last known sighting of him was yesterday evening on Arathusa. He had a kill which was stolen from him, and then he kind of was on his way back to the east. Then we have Shadulu, who we had this morning, going westwards. She chased a side-striped jackal and had a bit of a fight with what we think is either Tundi or Shadow last night. I'm pretty convinced it's Tundi, given where I left her or where I lost her, but some are saying Shadow, so one of the two of them. Then the trucks for Tundi go east this morning and go past Galago and then towards Mvubu towards Gari Cutline, nothing coming out there, so that's where she is. Kuchava and Cub's tracks were on Chitwa. Tingana, Hosana went into Little Gari. The new young male leopard that Steve had this morning, sounds like he was left just north of Gari Main, still mobile south, so I'm pretty sure he crossed into Little Gari as well. And Quarantine, I haven't heard anything about him. Who else is there? Who am I missing? Tumba, no updates for about 2 weeks now. That's about it. That's all I've really got, unfortunately. There's not really much else been happening. It seems like that's a lot, though. And then there's been a couple of dotted around young males and sort of males in their prime that have been also seen around Little Gari. Sorry, I hit the brakes quite hard there, Vian. I just thought I saw something, and now I've stalled as well. Armbands are getting in the way of the steering wheel at this stage. These might just be monkey tracks that I saw. I think I might have driven over them, unfortunately, which is not ideal. What have we got here? I can honestly say this is the first time I've ever tracked with a mask on my face, and I can probably tell you that it'll be the last time that I do it too. It's not as easy as it might appear. It's also a lot hotter with a mask on your face, and pretty sure it wouldn't be the best thing to do an assessment for tracking in, but you never know. Maybe let's see how we go. It's just little monkey tracks that we had there. So Julie and Catherine, we don't really know what's going on with Tundi or the cub. If it was Tundi that was embroiled in that fight yesterday, I'd imagine she's licking her wounds somewhere and just having a bit of a rest and trying to recuperate from the fight that she had as Shadulu. If it was her, apparently Shadulu was on top and dominating the fight quite heavily until that male arrived and separated the two of them. And in terms of the cub, no signs since we last saw it with that scrub hair kill. And the way that Tundi was behaving yesterday, I still don't think that that cub is alive anymore. I think there might be a situation where that little one is gone, and that's why she was moving the way she was. I could be wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong, and that it was just Tundi trying to defend her territory and trying to sort of keep other females from coming in. But I have a funny feeling that that little one, unfortunately, is maybe not still with us anymore. The amount of new males we've got here really is going to make it almost impossible for her. I would be very surprised if that little one is alive and if it continues to stay alive. Given that you've got 4 new males plus Quarantine, Djuma, it's just too many male leopards for her to negotiate and to try and get around. Anyway, we'll see. You never know. I'm hoping for the best, but I don't know. I think we need to start preparing ourselves that it might not be the case. Good, we are still going southwards towards Chitwa. I'm still on the lookout for any signs of our spotty friends. I've still got my trusty fishball to try and entice them to the road. And while we do that, let's kind of send you back across to Steve and see how he's going. I think he's tracking in Gilmer Pride, but I haven't heard any updates as yet.